Welcome to the RevOps and Enablement YouTube channel. Today I want to share with you a number of tips around how you can build an effective sales process. But before I do, let's talk a little bit about why you need one in the first place. Many of the organizations that I work with, I find as they're going on their scaling journey, haven't nailed down a really good quality sales process. And this is causing a number of challenges for them. Firstly, chaos. Way too many people are working in the business, in the sales roles, and not following a consistent process. And this is ultimately resulting in team members having way too many challenges across the sales process. And also in terms of generating best practice, because nobody knows exactly what a consistent process looks like. The other one is around the metrics. With no clear sales process in place, it's really unclear what you're measuring and how you can measure it. And ultimately, we need to measure to make clear, actionable decisions and agree a way forward. So these are a couple of things that are important for having a sales process in place. So let's talk a little bit then around what you can do to build an effective sales process. So for me, the first thing is define your sales goals. Determine why you want to have a sales process, what the outcomes are that you're looking to achieve. Is it increasing revenue? Is it improving your customer retention? Or is it that you're looking to expand your customer base? Because these may need a different approach in terms of the end-to-end process that you're developing. The second one, and this is one that I find a lot of our clients haven't got in place, and that's identify your target market. Understand who your ideal customer persona is, what their needs are, pain points they've got, and their buying behavior. We had a client a while ago. They themselves, when they go out to their own clients, they talk about the ideal customer persona, but they themselves hadn't actually put one in place. So it's a really important starting point in terms of understanding the customers that you're selling to, and ultimately then the process and the buyer journey that they go through. Next, map out your sales process. Develop visual representation of the process that you want to go through, and look at everything from lead generation through to closing the deal. Identify all the key stages in the sales process, and also think about the actions that are required at each stage to move a customer on to the next stage of the process. 4 is define your sales funnel. Determine who you're going to attract customers in the first place. What are the marketing efforts that you're going to put in place? Is it email marketing? Is it through social media? Or is it through content marketing? And ultimately, I'm sure it's going to be a combination of all those things. But that funnel at the top of the process and the leads that are coming in is going to be really important. And then qualifying the leads. What is it that you're going to do to develop the system to qualify your leads? What are the key things that you need to think about from a lead generation process? So here I'm thinking about things such as, has the customer got the right budget? What's their timeline in terms of being able to move from an existing provider, or in terms of them making a decision as to the need they have? And this is obviously going to help you prioritize your sales efforts. The key thing is identifying who is the decision maker in that organization that you're selling to from a B2B perspective particularly. Next is develop your sales pitch. Create a compelling value proposition. It needs to clearly communicate the benefits of your product or service. It's going to be tailored to the different personas that you're talking to, and really showing that you understand their specific needs. So that value prop is going to be important in the sales pitch. 7 is train your sales team. Provide your sales team with the right tools, the right training, and the support to execute the sales process. It's all good and well having a great process documented, but if your teams haven't been onboarded in the right way, and they really understand the qualification criteria to move customers through the sales process, you're going to have major problems, both in terms of consistency, data and hygiene of your CRM, etc. And also going to have some real challenges around actually knowing what best practice is in your organization and for your leaders to be able to coach. So training people in the right way from day one is going to be crucial. 8 is tracking your sales metrics. I spoke at the start about why you need a sales process and challenge it can create around metrics. And once you've actually got that sales process in place, using data to measure the success of the sales process, understanding the effectiveness of each stage, such as your conversion rates, this is going to allow you to make the right sort of decisions around the next steps that you need to take, how you can reduce your sales cycle, etc. And then 9, which is one that I think a lot of organizations forget about, is once they've actually got a sales process in place, is continuously review the sales process. customers' buying behaviors change, and that means that your sales process may well need to change as well. So really important you're getting that consistent feedback from your team members, from your customers, and looking at whether there's things that you can do to enhance and improve the process to make it more efficient and more effective. So they're just some of the ideas that I have there around what you can do to put a real quality sales process in place. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments below. And also you'll find a link in the comments where you can download our scale up assessment. One of the areas that it focuses on is around the sales process in your organization and some of the challenges that you may well have in that space. I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback, and look forward to sharing more content with you soon.